And welcome back, everyone, to part 7 of What If King Vegeta Survived and Hit on Earth. Last time on the Dragon Ball Z What If, Goku had attained the legendary Super Saiyan 4 Primal whatever. The androids were for the time being put in their place, and Piccolo, who had become Cyborg / Android, was also taken care of and properly refused back with Kami. But Kami kept the body of Piccolo through a shenanigans with Shenron, which he should, by all accounts, be able to do. And this, therefore, the Dragon Balls temporarily become inactive, but he can remake the Dragon Balls if he so needs to, which he would. But one of the things I brought up was these would not be the same Dragon Balls as before. Now, I don't think these are going to be the Black Star Dragon Balls, where if you make a wish, great. And they're probably more powerful. As far as I know, they are more powerful. But you need to get the Dragon Balls back to the place they go all across the universe. And if you don't get them back within a year, you are going to, unfortunately, have that place blow up. So there's that. So first off, what's the color of the Dragon Balls? First, because we have the Black Star Dragon Balls. I believe the Shadow Dragon Balls also look a little bit off colored. You also have the just dark Dragon Balls. So I could see these Dragon Balls maybe being bigger in size. The original ones were only like that big. These ones could be softball size. Not the giant bowling balls. Actually, no, the Namekian Dragon Balls are even way bigger than the bowling ball. Not the giant, tire-sized Dragon Balls of the Namekians, but something more kind of like a softball or something like that. Maybe even like a basketball, or a bowling ball. Something that's big and wouldn't necessarily be very easy to carry, but because legit, when we look at the power of the Dragon Balls, size does seem to, kind of illustrate their power degree, because the Super Dragon Balls, the most powerful of them, which can do pretty much anything, are the literal size of planets. So, but beyond that, what would be some of the new limitations of these Dragon Balls? Well, for starters, I do believe that Kami can offer more than one wish on these. In fact, I could say most certainly that he has 3 wishes at this point. He probably can now resurrect people indefinitely with these Dragon Balls. He's probably capable of some of the feats that we saw with the Namekian Dragon Balls, or maybe even the Super Dragon Balls, in terms of universal levels of power. His power cannot, say, supersede Beerus or Whis or anyone like that. But usurp the Kais? I can see these Dragon Balls being strong enough to do that. Again, seeing as they are tied to the power of their user, and at this point, the new Kamikala, we'll call him, is far stronger than any Kai around, then that would make sense. Now, another thing someone brought up, and it was mostly joking, I saw, but it's like, oh boy, another Super Saiyan Primal thing. Look, I don't bring it. In fact, I actually don't bring it up as much as I think a lot of people do. I think I do. I do bring it up every once in a while, but I only bring it up when it makes sense to bring it up. When Ikari is used, when a Saiyan still has their tail and Super Saiyan's being accessed. It's not like every other What If has the Super Saiyan Primal form. But last but not least, and actually there's something I want to touch on about the Primal form, that there's a little gap of peace with the androids kind of being left in check right now. Goku, after recovering, is trying to access the form again, and he can't see, he can feel that power in there, and he kind of remembers what it was like, but every time he's about to do it, he starts to kind of transform into the 8 form again, and he has to stop, and he's wondering what is going on. I like the idea, at least in this version, that Goku unintentionally gained the form, and the form is there for him to get the power back. He just can't do it right now. It was kind of like with Super Saiyan. He needed to practice to access the form. He can't just go Super Saiyan 4 again and it's all well and good. No, he needs to practice. Which leads us now into a little fun thing I thought of, where they establish communication with Planet Vegeta and talk to King Vegeta. And first off, Princess is like, what do you want, Kakarot? It's like, oh, Vegeta, I'm looking to speak to your dad. Is he around? It's like, my father has no time for you, Vegeta. What is it? Nothing, father. Just some insolent, just some insolent whelp trying to get on a fame and say, oh, and he's like, oh, it's Kakarot. Will you knock it off? Go attend. And say, forgive me, Kakarot. He's still as sore about losing you that other time. Say, well, whenever he wants a rematch, I'm game. Well, but I've got instructions. I have no doubt. What do I owe the pleasure of this communication? Actually, it's about this. I need to talk to you. And he explains what happened. He went Super Saiyan, then he went Ozaru, and he went completely nuts. And King Vegeta remarks, strange. You were able to control both your Super Saiyan form and your Ozaru form, but to not be able to control both. I have not attempted it myself. Perhaps I would be careful with that. Be careful with that, Vegeta. I mean, you guys have better control over your forms than I do, but that's still asking for trouble. So, perhaps we'll have to arrange some sort of experiment to try it out. I've not heard of, but what happened? But you say you gained a form beyond even that? Yeah, after I can't remember much, but I focused in on Gohan and everyone who was in trouble, and I just was able to regain my senses, and all the power seemed to compress and grow inside me until I had this new form. Interesting. Can you access this form now and show me, Goku? I've been trying, but I can't seem to. So it just seems to be out of my grasp. Well, when we accessed the Super Saiyan form originally, it was difficult for us to transform again until we had some practice. When you learn to attain it again, contact me again, Goku. I promise I will not conduct any of these experiments and attempts to do it ourselves until we have a better fundamental understanding of it. Right, sure. And thanks. No, keep me informed. And it's good to see you again, my lad. And so, there you go. So, he spends some time trying to access it. He almost gets at one point when Kami says, Goku, there's an emergency. So what are you talking about? Just meet me at the lookout. And so Goku, Gohan, everyone pretty much meets him at the lookout and needs to meet him. And there, I should really change the voice to it because he's no longer sounding like Kami. He's sounding, he'd probably sound a bit more like Piccolo. Maybe like a weird mix like this. This is what he'd probably sound like. I don't know. I'm vaping right now. And so he also sees his future. It's like, Gohan, what are you doing here? I thought everything was okay. I thought you were back in your own time. I was, but I came back to check in to see how the answers are going. Kami was telling you could have killed them. Well, yeah, but they hadn't really done anything yet. I was like, Dad, seriously, what's wrong with him? They killed everyone. You can't just let these monsters run free. And to which Goku, and he's about to just strike up before Goku just, poof, look, I did what I thought was right. If they end up, I gave them a warning too. If they tried anything, I wouldn't hesitate to stop them this time. But everyone deserves a second chance. They hadn't done anything wrong yet, so I wasn't about to let that happen. And just Gohan just kind of throws on it. Fine. It's not why I'm here anyway. It was why I was here, but Kami just cued me into something important. It's like, well, what? And he just looks at Kami. It's like, there's something else going on. A power which I am not familiar with. I need you to go and investigate it. Well, you're super strong. You're so strong now. Could you go investigate it? I'm the guardian of the Earth, Goku. I only do it when you. I only step in if you were to fail. Well, wait. What is that supposed to mean? What do you think it means? And so wait, you think you're stronger than him? So how strong are you? And Goku's just kind of like, Goku is like, right. And so they go trying to find this power. And ultimately, they do come across it in the form of Cell. But this has raised a very interesting question that I know some of my viewers kind of brought up. Kind of. They insinuated that Cell could be very different here. And true to form, he could be very different here because he's had not just Goku and all the Z fighters and even Vegeta showing up, but Nappa, Raditz, King Vegeta, both Cooler and Frieza have shown up on this planet before. And you have it being who's immortal, as well as Piccolo as well. But you have it being who's immortal. So, obviously, you would have King Vegeta's DNA in there as well, making him probably majority Saiyan, honestly, when you think about it. We'd have what? Gohan, Goku, Vegeta, King Vegeta, Nappa, and Raditz. Piccolo, Tien, Krillin, Yamcha. I think Roshi might be in there. Yeah, actually, when you think about it, he's probably majority Saiyan. So that's interesting. Yeah, he looks nothing like it. But the question simply remains, biologically speaking, because of the immortality and all that, would Cell be immortal? Because he took, DNA from an immortal King Vegeta. And that's a difficult question to answer because the wish itself is magic based. Cell, as far as we know, is magic based, science based, and we don't know if, for example, could he drink Boo? I don't think he could drink Boo. Now, biologically speaking, Vegeta still functions the same way. He's just immortal. Now, so the question is, does the wish for immortality affect your cells to the point where if someone were to take a piece of your genetics and apply it, they could also be immortal or make an immortal being? Unfortunately for the people hoping that Cell would be really, really hatched in that sense, I don't think that's how that works. Because it's magic based, I think there's magic involved. And unfortunately, I don't think the Cell could get magic through science in that way. I don't think. But I won't argue strongly against someone who thinks it could work, because again, the whole way immortality works, at least in Dragon Ball Z, is still not well defined. Again, what is defined is that you get an immortal body, your body pretty much can't be destroyed. That is defined. Ageless, can't die, all that stuff. But in terms of how it will react to science, like Cell, there's no way to tell how that really works. So Cell is probably not immortal here. But hypothetically, if we were to get a hold of someone who was immortal, like King Vegeta, and was stronger than said King Vegeta, let's just say he's twice as strong right now. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying King Vegeta shows up. I've got you. King Vegeta, I've been waiting for you. And he's, you'll be the ultimate battery I need. Because King Vegeta's flesh would just keep regenerating, Cell would have an infinite power source to keep growing from and getting stronger. In theory, he could easily surpass his perfect form in terms of power just by continually consuming King Vegeta or any other immortal being. So in theory, as King Vegeta should not be showing up right now unless he's strong enough to beat Cell, lest he fuck over the entire storyline. Because he can literally just hold him there, just tie him up, just put him, because we know he can also cause people to be knocked out due to pressure points in the neck and all that. So he can just do that, feed on King Vegeta while he's just growing stronger and stronger and stronger, and just continuously doing that until he can basically just do. Hypothetically, he could become stronger than Beerus, than Whis, than even the Omni King. The only catch-22 on that is the amount of time he'd have to be feeding on King Vegeta. There'd be no way he'd eventually be able to get strong, because they'd eventually just stop him, seal him away, or whatever. But still, yeah, hypothetically, that would be frightening. Fortunately, King Vegeta, luckily, doesn't have any reason to be showing up on the planet at the moment. Or does he? No, I'm going to spoil that right now. He doesn't. So they find him, and at first, Cell's like, hello, fathers. It's been so good to finally meet you. In Gohan, I had a run-in with your friend Trunks a while back. Now, by the way, I should note, we can make it, because of multiverse, this could be a Cell from a timeline where Gohan was using the time machine, or Trunks was. Either way, he's probably still knows about him. And Goku and them immediately, power up to Super Saiyan. It's like, and Cell's admittedly a little not a good time. But I heard a rumor going around. You let the androids go. Do you know where they are now, I wonder? It's like, wouldn't you like to know? I would. That's why I asked the question. Seriously. But it's like, I'm not going to tell you. Well, I guess I'll just have to fight them myself then, won't I? Solar Flare! Because Cell's also not stupid. If he knows he can't win a fight, at least in the imperfect to semi-perfect stage, he's not going to fight for very long. He's like, I need to get out of here. And so he hightails it out. It's like, we need to find the androids. He's looking for them. knowing that he didn't go too far. It's like, yes, bring me to my brother and sister. It is time for us to be one. Now, there's one other catch-22 I could have done with this, and maybe I will. In just a second. I haven't actually considered this yet, I haven't not considered. I haven't decided if I want to do this, but I'm kind of tempted to do it. But hold. So, because we're already at 15 minutes, so I might be a good way to end the chapter with how Cell's story ultimately wraps. They eventually find the androids thanks to Kami, and they see them surprisingly doing the job, and they show up and say, what? What are you doing here? Look, we kept our promise. We're not doing anything wrong. We're trying to make an honest living. Honestly, they're actually in a park right now. Actually, I gotta admit, 16, you had a good idea. I don't mind re-entering this park. This park's kind of nice. It's like, oh yeah, I really like you, but that's not important right now. What do you know about a guy named Cell? What? What do you mean? He's apparently another creation of the Dr. Jerome. He's here for you. What does he want with you? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Yeah, we never heard of anyone named Cell. It's like Project Designated Cell, a bioengineered life form designed with the combined DNA of Earth's mightiest warriors. He is here, and his main protocol to absorb and assimilate androids 17 and 18. His power, at that point, may be unmatched. And so it's like, what? How did you know? What did you tell us? Like, you did not ask. It's like, yes, communication really should be on our list of things to work on. Wouldn't you agree? And so, thank you for leading me to them, Goku. And Goku, go on. But I'll take it from here. It's like, you will not harm my friends. It's like, yeah, there's no way we're gonna let you get a hold of them. You really think I would? And then Cell surprisingly powers up. It's like, I was holding back until now. What I possibly could have taken you on there, it was not worth wasting the energy I had collected. But with my prize in sight, and just powers up, and they all are like, whoa. With my prize in sight, I will not be denied. And so, it's like, well, we gotta, come on, dude, just take him. It's like, I can't turn into that form right now. What do you mean you can't turn into that form? It's like, I haven't had enough practice with it yet. Well, can you turn into a damn monkey or something? No, I can't do that. And he's about, and he realizes, like, but if I do it again, I might lose control again. It's like, well, we'll lose control on him. And then Cell comes in, and he's just starting to fight and they're just, damn it. And so he's kind of 1v whatevering them right now. 16 is about as strong as Cell, though, and they are kind of clashing on equal ground. And they're together, kind of, Goku and him kind of team up for an energy attack on Cell. He's just, kind of like what happened with Vegeta. He gets a massive gas. Did you really think that? It's over. Is it? Did you really think that your Saiyan cells are the only ones inside my makeup? I carry the cells of many warriors, including the Namekian Piccolo. You'll have to do better than that. So crap! System's overwhelmed, and he does overpower Sigma. Like, he still blasts him in the head to wound him. And it's like, you're mine, brothers, brother and sister. And all of a sudden, a hand comes out and just poof. And there's like, I will not let you take them, Cell. Gohan's there. It's like, you don't have a choice, boy. And they go on, just gets a hole through his future on because all this, go on, no. And so, and it's like, what happened in 17? You just won't go on. Just take him down, Dad. You use the Dragon Balls to bring me back. Just take him down. And just dies. It's like, oh, Goku, that's adorable. But if you excuse, but give me a minute, and I'll give you the fight you truly deserve. Then again, you're still not much of a threat at this level. And he just starts manhandling Goku. Goku is like out of options. Like, no, I don't think we'll be going into that parent's ape form they keep talking about. Just knocks Goku out cold. Just it's like, 16. Everyone's now just scared. Now I'm 18. There's no one to stop me. Let Y fight the inevitable. It's like, because. Because. The inevitable. Yeah, because I think you have a different idea what the inevitable is. And then Kami is there, suddenly transported down. And he, like I said, is probably around semi-perfect Cell's level, if not higher. So these guys are kind of squaring off with each other. It's like, Kami, no, Piccolo, no, you're something different, aren't you? I'm the guardian of this planet, and I will not allow you to besmirch it, nor will I allow you to threaten it. And they start clashing with each other. Evenly matched. In fact, he's like, he's overpowering me. It can't be. But tell me, you look like Piccolo. I say you're Kami, but you look like Piccolo. I have taken his body as we merged back. I'm taking all of his power and amplifying it to be the true being that we were before. So you're saying that this is body, cybernetics and all? Good. And it's like, what exactly are you planning? And he grabs the tail, orange tail to expand his hands, and he just decides and he tries to power up, but because they're relatively equal, it's not that easy. You see, Dro built a backup plan. You were he was it. Luckily, you kept the cybernetic enhancements he gave you. So that means I no longer need 18. That was the catch-22. I'm like, Jerome might have planned a backup in case 17 and 18. Technically, I didn't even need 17 if I got you. But and the powers up. They're able to wake Goku up. No. What? No. And Gohan says, we got to get to the Dragon Balls. We need the Dragon Balls. But if he's absorbed Kami, then that's right. That's right. And there he is. I'd imagine he looks a little bit different than his canon counterpart. Like maybe he's a bit more green. Maybe he's a bit more like square jawed. Like maybe akin a bit more to like say Orange Piccolo. But that's right. You can't hurt me, Goku. You can't kill me without killing Kami. You kill Kami, you kill the Dragon Balls. Quite the conundrum, isn't it? So then, what will you do? I wonder. You. And then Goku's like, powers up, saying, oh, this again? Just and throws the moon up. You remember that feeling? The 8 form comes out again. Just, please, a mindless brute like you could never. And all of a sudden, powering down again, remembering the feeling. He's more cognizant of himself at the second time around because he remembers feeling how it felt the first time. Right now, this is the only way to get to Super Saiyan 4. It's like, I see. That's the fight I'm looking for. And it's like, you're going to pay for what you've done. I'm going to get Kami out of you, and then I'm going to kill you. Oh, by all means, Goku. Please. By all means, Goku. Take your best shot. And that is where part 7 is going to end. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you folks for the next one.